Testing 1 2 3 mic check. Testing 1 2 3 mic check. Testing the levels. Testing the levels. Levels are good. Levels are good. Levels are good. Devils are good. Levels are good. Let me make sure the levels are actually good on the other side. Mic check. Testing the levels. Testing the levels. Levels are good. Levels are good. Well, seem good to me. What's good, man? Boy, he coming at you with some finance solutions, trying to check out what's going on with the market. Looked like we were selling off earlier. Gap down, chopped around, sold off. Where did we bounce at? About 435 actually. 435 flat damn there is where the SPY bounced. Oh, that's why I don't have my webcam on that side, bro. I was trying to put it somewhere where I wasn't blocking the damn chart, but now I see why I had it like that. But anyways, so wait, hold up. That shit look janky as hell. Let me flip it back if I can remember how to do it in time. Hold up. Transform, flip, horizontal. That way the mic and shit ain't like blocking the screen, you feel me? Something like that. And it just makes it so much harder to like go back and edit the content later. But yeah, like edit it, like chop it up into shorts or something, you feel me? Just say we came down here and bounced perfectly off 435 on the SPY. I mean, high probability we bounced there. And ever since then, grinding up and putting in higher lows, then that would have been the perfect time to about to dip to the upside, and still might. Actually, we're above VWAP and the 120 and the 9, and looking to still be rather bullish here. So there might be time, especially going in the power hour, to catch some of this run that's looking like it's actually happening now. So I'll be looking at the 438 calls. I mean, today's expiration, I don't know, might be too late to get DTE, zero DTE, expirations or whatever. You feel me? So, but just for instance, I mean, the 438 calls are only 30 something cents right now. I'd probably feel more comfortable at least going out a day. And the 438 calls expiring tomorrow are about $1.20 right now. So 120 each. It's on the SPY. See what the Qs look like right quick. I'm gonna close the preview. I actually don't think I need to close my preview. I got a strong enough computer. It's beefy. And look, I mean, the SPY came down and bounced perfectly off 435. Looks like the Qs came down here and bounced like off of 364 basically. So what's interesting is also have a resistance up here from the other day. It's looking like it's about 368 flat. Notable, the Qs are looking to go front side here. Look at that. The SPY nowhere near previous close. But we are making a run towards previous close. And I actually wouldn't be surprised if we end up making it back up there. I mean, obviously, there's resistance at about 438.50s or so. Let's just call it 438. about 438. Look, we're about to break past it right now. I'm trying to see exactly. Hold on, let's go to 15. See exactly where this resistance is, dog. Oh no. About 438, 438.25 or so. Yeah, about 438.20s. So I mean, we're heading up that way now. Obviously, you would expect to see some type of resistance or chopping around just because we gapped down, cracked it, was acting as resistance. We chopped around it here, ran up earlier. Like, I guess what's that coming out of lunchtime or whatever? Hit it, rejected, faded. Now we're on our way back up to test it again. Remember the power of threes. It is a thing and it is real. Look at Apple. So, I mean, obviously there's resistance up here. You can't deny that. It's 10 minute candles. I'm going to say it's about 186. I believe we're like close to damn near like highs or all time highs on Apple. Let me see something. At least going back to January of 2020. So we're near the highs on Apple, bro. And 1, 2, 3. Power of threes. 1, 2, 3. Either we hit it and reject hard, or we crack right past it, and off to the races. Looking really interesting right now, actually. Market is looking very interesting right now. Looks like I popped in right at the right time here. And look at Tesla. Look at this beast. What did I say, bro? Yeah, I just said Tesla's going to 300. Bro, I've been saying that for like the last week or two. And oh my God, we're there, bro. We're getting there. Oof. Who did I hear had freaking Tesla puts? Was it Matt Kors? Oh man, you better cut those, dude. Take your losses, buddy. Yeah, Tesla's been one of my biggest winners this year. You feel me? Yeah, Tesla's been doing its thing, bro. In a major way. Look, the spot's coming up. We tested 438 again. It's looking like we're rejecting it. We tested it for a second. And rejected. But let's see how far we pull back. I mean, I'd basically say as long as we, especially if we hold a 9 EMA, but I mean, we pull back to 437.80s, chop around all we want, but as long as we don't break down this level here, it's basically just a higher low. And actually, if you're bullish, I mean, this is consolidating up here above this level is actually bullish. You don't want to see us going straight up. I mean, unless you're scalping or something. But you want to see us grind up gradually, putting in some higher lows, you feel me, with some healthy pullbacks in order for it to be sustainable. In my opinion, we're looking pretty bullish here. Actually, What's the Russell doing? Let's get rid of some of these old levels. Hold up. Okay, I mean, basically looking like the rest of the market right now. Following the overall direction of the market in some sense. Everything's backside. Like the SPY's backside, the Q's are backside. Even the S&P 500 is backside. So I actually wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bullishness and actually get front side before the day's over with, especially power hour and stuff. Because look, we gapped down, sold off more. And what's this support down here that we bounced off of? 43.6750s or so. So about 43.67. We gapped down and sold off to that level before consolidating and bouncing, and then we've actually been grinding up. And this is the S&P 500, the real S&P, like the SPY, not the SPY, but you know, the actual index, not an ETF that's tracking the index. So it'll be ticker symbol SPX. And I mean, gap down, sold off. Let's see actually what the price action looked like down there. All right, so we kind of, yeah, 43.6750s came down here and basically stopped fading, consolidated, and ever since then we've actually been kind of looking bullish. No, look at that V right there, dog. We're definitely looking bullish, bro. Right now, Meta's on the highs. What did I say, bro? Bro, what was it just the other day? Last time I was streaming, or I did a short? No, I think last night I made a couple shorts. What did I say? I said, bro, if the market continues to remain bullish, and if you think about it, like, you know, over the past year to 18 months, you know, year and a half, the market really had no reason to be bullish. It was bearish, and reasonably so. And right now, it's like the first time in the last year and a half, in my opinion, that the market actually has a reason to be bullish. You feel me? That's the difference. Yeah, there's cycles. You know what I mean? You know, bear market rallies and stuff like that. But in my opinion, look at Nvidia on the highs, 436. Meta was just on the highs, 284.06. I'm sure that's damn near probably a 52-week high. No, actually, we got as high as 287.80s the previous trading period, which was Friday. But other than that, dude, we're like right up there. Although I do see some rejection coming in the market here, a little weakness. As you can see, the S&P 500 hit 43.96 and rejected a little bit, little minor pullback there. Let's actually see if we can see any levels that correspond with that. I mean, just from earlier in the trading period and then going back to Thursday, and I'm sure there's more levels. Yeah, Wednesday right here, we rejected off that level. So yeah, definitely a real resistance here. So and look, we're right here near this gap where we gap down, so we could gap fill to the upside, actually. Gap fill to the upside, boy. Calls right now on the SPY. That's what I would be looking at, or any large cap for that matter. We kind of put in a higher low, still kind of showing some signs of weakness, but after a run up like that, you would expect that. I mean, we just don't want to pull back too far. We actually want to consolidate. Let me see where I'd be comfortable with us pulling back to. We're pulling back decent. Actually, I'm gonna say, like, I'd be comfortable with us pulling back to right around here. Right around there. So as long as we can just chop around, trade sideways, and consolidate without breaking down this level, which we are breaking down right now. See now, you feel me? I feel like we're breaking down a little too much here. I don't know what happened. I mean, yeah, Meta considerably off the highs, Nvidia off the highs. S&P 500 just dumped a little bit. Oh, are they? Oh, I forgot. There's some Fed speakers meeting. Some Fed talk going on. See, this is the screen, right? Or I need to be moving my webcam over, so I don't block it. But yeah. See, just a minor pullback here. Look. I mean, I'm trying to see why it makes sense that we'd bounce here. I mean, there's an intraday level there. But as of now, for me to feel comfortable going long, I'd actually need the S&P 500 to get back above this 43.95 and consolidate above this level, and eventually grind up to the top and break out of this range to the upside. And then once we do that, you feel me, we're in this gap fill territory where if we're bullish enough, we can gap fill up and go front side. And it's just a working theory right now. Actually, I don't know. The market's looking pretty weak right now. I guess the Fed speakers or whatever are saying some bearish stuff. As you can see, Apple start to dump here and tumble. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, I actually took profits on AI earlier. I just wasn't live when I did it because I felt like, I wrote it up from like 1750s. So, I mean, we damn near hit $50. I probably should have got out there, but I didn't. When I seen the market gapping down, I went ahead and took profits. So nice little decent swing trade there on AI in the books. And guys, that's why you need to. That's why you guys need to be watching the stream, bro, or at least watching the shorts, because I've been briefing on this thing for, I don't know, it feels like a month now. Ever since we were down here, 1750s. I called it out. And that's when I actually got in. and I rode this thing all the way up to like $50. I didn't quite get out at the top. I got out around 45, 44. Still a decent profit, bro. You feel me? So, like, I mean, jump on that watch list, or at least we can watch the shorts or something, so you can be aware of plays like this. You feel me? And I'm not saying it's over, but you feel me? Like, I felt like that was a substantial enough gain for me to go ahead and just take profits. You feel me? What is that? 1750 up to and they're $50. I don't know how many percent it is. I know it's a decent gain. I mean, let me see if I could show some sort of trend line or something. And I took profits like up here. What's that say? It's over 100%. I know that much. But anyways, yeah. So you can be aware of stuff like that. Feel me? I mean, that's just one example. Let's see what's going on here. Are we trying to bounce? Dude, I've been trading the SPY for like 2 weeks straight. I'm gonna try something else. Look at the cues. Went front side for a second. Hard rejection. Right at 10 o'clock. Flush to the bottom. Those are my favorite setups. Just, you feel me? Us being bullish, repping off the open, hitting the top of the range, and flushing to the bottom. The favorite setup. And in my opinion, the easiest to trade. Feel me? I mean, Apple, but look at the strength of Apple, though, dog. Like, it keeps coming up here and testing it now. It's 186. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4 times it tested it. Remember the power of threes. I just said either we hit it and break past it, or we hit it and reject decent off of it. So we hit it and rejected decent off of it. And again, just another example of the power of threes, bro. I'm telling you, it's the keys to the universe. The 3, 6, and 9. I mean, when one of the most intelligent and genius people in history tell you something and they're adamant about it, it's probably a good idea to just go ahead and believe them. You feel me? And I heard from, like I said, arguably one of the most intelligent, inventors, scientists. You feel me? Just smartest, arguably one of the smartest people in history, bro. As far as, I mean, obviously, no one really knows how far actual history goes back. That's all up for debate. I'm just talking about from, like the last few hundred years. Arguably one of the smartest. Like I said, how smart was he? Well, without him, you wouldn't be able to watch the stream or watch any stream. You feel me? You wouldn't probably wouldn't even have electricity, or if you did, it'd be super expensive, or it'd be something reserved for only the rich and wealthy. That's how smart and influential this person is. And look at the S&P 500 coming down here for the triple bottom here. Now I will say, if we go ahead and crack that, man, like, we could be heading down to the downside zone. Ooh, I'm so glad I didn't grab them calls. And say I'm a little, because I haven't been like in them. I've been watching the markets, like, but I haven't been in them all day. You feel me? To really have a feel for the price action. But what I will say is this triple bottom right here is looking pretty interesting, and dare I say pivotal on the direction of the market right now and probably throughout the rest of the day. And look, we're cracking this double bottom here. So let's watch it. Let's see if we actually crack it. At the same time, we have the Russell 2000. We fade it to VWAP. And now we're trying to bounce off of VWAP and get a little reversal action. Now, if we're able to bounce right here, look, power of threes. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it's on the fourth one, though. It'd be 1, 2, 3, and then the next one. You either crack or bounce. But look, 1, 2, 3. Looks like we're gonna bounce here, because look at the Russell. But again, this is pivotal, in my opinion. Let's see what Meta and Nvidia's doing. Nvidia's bouncing, trying to cross over the. Oh, and look, power of threes, my guy. Don't question it. All right. It's not up for debate anymore. Like, I've demonstrated on numerous occasions the power of threes. 1, 2, 3. So here's the fourth one. Either we bounce or we crack. I'm trying to. It looks like we're gonna bounce because the Russell's already bouncing. Sometimes the Russell kind of leads. Oh. Let's go to 30-second candles. All right. On the 32nd, we've breached it. What about 5-second candles? I wonder if I can go any lower than 5 seconds. I should be able to go down to ticks. Yeah, we've breached that level. I mean, don't be alarmed just yet. It could be like a slight breakdown and a quick recovery. But no, that thing's dumping too hard, bro. Because I was going to say, we like broke beneath it here a little and here a little. But now we've opened a new candle below that level on the triple bottom here. But I do see the Russell still trying to see that wick on the bottom here. Letting you know it could be a fake out. You know what I'm saying? That'll happen. They'll stop punch you. You feel me? Because they know people are watching levels. They're like, oh, okay, triple bottom here. If we break this support, I'm out. So price will come down here and hit some stops, and then we'll reverse and go to the upside. Feel me? But anyways, like, dude, can I stop being harassed, please? So we're trying to bounce a little bit. Look, a fake out, dog. Cause look, the Russell gave it away. We faded down the VWAP, consolidated, and turned around. And that's why it's important to watch the entire market. Look, Nvidia holding the 120 and trying to hold a 9, trying to bounce. Meta is basically doing nothing right now. That's fine though. It's trading sideways and consolidating. I mean, that's all you can ask for when you take into account how much it's ran. And look, Nvidia going back up to 436. Definitely see what I'm saying. That fake out 1, 2, 3, 4 to the upside. So where are we trading at on the spot right now? 437.50s. I mean, I'll be looking at the 438 calls. If we don't break down here, 438 calls. Look, we've got as high as 438.37 today. Nice little bullish candle here, followed by some indecision and chopping around consolidation, which is a good thing. I'm interested in those 438 calls going in the power hour, but expiring tomorrow. The ones that expire today are only 20 cents right now, bro. That's crazy. Feel like grabbing some of those just for the YOLO. 438s calls are going up in value. You know what? Uh, we're too close to expiration. I'm gonna go out a couple days. The way I give myself some leeway. Did I get filled? Did I get filled? Fill me. Look, we're breaking out.
Order filled.
Okay. I mean, so I took a long. Let's see how much sense it made. I mean, the market's, definitely looking bullish right now. We've faded, grinded back up, rejected. I mean, it's hard to call, but I'd be looking to stop out if we come down here and break down past all this right here. 437.23, 437.25. That's where I'd be looking to stop out if we start looking super bearish. But right now, I mean, that's a pretty bullish pattern. What about the Qs? Same thing. Qs are pulling back a little more than I would like to see. But honestly, I'd be comfortable with us pulling back all the way to like 366.30s. I mean, and if we're cracking that level, especially with some velocity, definitely be looking to stop out if I was trading the Qs. So right now, I mean, obviously this isn't looking too good for me. Uh, Definitely going in the wrong direction. However, I mean, we've been down here before recently. Look, we've been down here before, so no need to be alarmed. Not yet. Know what I mean? So we'll just keep our eye on that. Oh my God, look at Apple. Damn, I didn't see that dump. Oh, oh, I'm on the wrong. God, look at Apple, dude. Oh, damn. I wish I would have seen that before I just went long. Oh man, we could just dump. It's looking increasingly likely that we do. Look at SoFi. SoFi been grinding up, but gave back a decent amount here, man. I'm interested in SoFi like above $9 at least. I actually wanted it to hold a 950 higher low, but I guess that wasn't possible. Look at Success popped earlier from 995 to 1059. S triple Q popped as well and faded. Look, came down here, found some support and bounced. One, two, three. So as the market is trending up right now, you would expect this thing to fade, and the same principles apply, bro. Like the power of threes. So one, two, three. We come down here again and test this. It's likely that we go ahead and crack it, and the market just runs up. What's Palantir doing? Palantir squeezed up earlier, right off the open, to almost $17. Oh, I'm still in Palantir. Actually, that's one because that's more of a long term play. You feel me? Like AI was just a swing play, and I mean, I swung that thing beautifully. But as we're getting up here and seeing a lot of weakness, it's just better for me to go ahead and take profits. I mean, I can always get back in via the derivative or something like that. You know what I mean? Better to just go ahead and lock in gains. S triple Q looking like it wants to look weak here, rejecting off the 9 and the 120. If this thing rejects and heads down here, and especially can crack this 1950s or whatever, the market is going to melt up for the rest of the day, at least until that 10 minutes of terror. I mean, so no, that's Success now. AMD, I was interested in, but damn, am I glad I didn't add it back then. I wasn't gonna add it to the long term at these prices, uh, not at 130, but I was gonna just grab some calls or something. You feel me? But let's check out this AMD chart. Got as high as 130 and change. I mean, the high on this thing was like damn near 165, 166 or something. I mean, we're halfway there, but it'd have to be intraday trading at this point. But look at this bullishness we see coming in. Little bullishness. Look, Apple bouncing here. I mean, Tesla just near the highs all day. Dude, Tesla's going to 300, bro. I promise you, bro. It's going to 300.
Connection lost.
What the fuck? Why did my market connection data get lost?
Market data connection reestablished.
Damn, I just hit my mic. Let me make sure that the audio is still straight. Wait. Oh, thanks for the follow, bud. Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, shit. Wait. Aren't I in a position? I'll do something real quick. Excuse me. Oh, Lord, why is this stuff still open? Surprised I wasn't lagging. Let me get my layout right here. Alright. Yeah. Let's watch this buy. Okay. Wait, what did I grab? The 438s? Look. Going up to 438, my guy. What I will say, I'd definitely seen some proof of concept and some valid. Oh, my bad. I'm on the wrong. Fuck. I was on the wrong set of charts. Definitely seeing some proof of concept and some validation. Look. Wish I would have got filled down here where I wanted to get filled at. So I got filled. Look, going up towards 438. Them 438s are already in the money. You feel me? And then look. See all that power of threes, dog? 1, 2, 3. Rip. Or no, 1, 2, 3. Bounce. You feel me? Oh, we pulling back again? We pulling back again? Alright, just don't pull back past the 9. Hold the 9 EMA. We don't need to be going backwards. Look at us bouncing off that 9. So, I mean, and honestly, like I said, you don't want to see us going straight up. You want to see some moderation. All right? Some healthy pullbacks. Something that's sustainable. Stuff of that nature. Look at the Russell, though. That thing came down here to VWAP and just freaking took off, dog. And if the Russell is any indication whatsoever of what the overall market is going to do, it looks, we could still be bullish. Look, these are just higher lows. So look, here's your low. Here's your higher low. I mean, I would have loved for us to hold this higher low, but as long as we don't come back down here, it's a higher low. We definitely don't want to break past the more recent higher low. But as long as we don't come back down here and crack this level, we're still putting in higher lows. Stair stepping up, if you will. And look, on that most recent pullback, we didn't even come back down here and test this. So we're still trying to maintain higher lows. I mean, they're squeezing this thing into a doja candle. We just put in a lower low, or a new candle just opened below the previous candle, which is kind of bearish. But again, we can pull back here and still be fine. But if we come back down here and start cracking this level and this level, we're cracking it too. I'm probably gonna have to go ahead and stop out here. All right, so 1, 2, 3. All right, we come down here and test this again. Power of threes. Come down here and bounce. Either we come down here and bounce, or we come down here and crack. So watch this thing very closely. One, 2, 3. So this is more pivotal. And it looks like I don't know, man. It kind of looks like we want to crack and break down. We just have to monitor it. I mean, my position was in the money. It is not anymore, obviously, since we freaking dumped like this, but that's okay. Let's see what happens. One, 2, 3, 4. So right here is more make or break. The Fed is exploring new tools that may help it understand why several banks collapsed this spring. Okay. Whatever you say. We know why they collapsed. Nvidia faded off the high significantly. Doesn't really mean too much. And Nvidia is like way up there anyways. What did I say, bro? Make or break here, bro. Now, since we didn't, look, 1, 2, 3. Since we didn't come down here and crack this time, I'm going to go ahead and say we go ahead and run up and eventually get front side before the day's over with.
Market data connection lost.
What I don't
Market data connection reestablished.
what I don't understand is why my market data keeps getting lost here, bro. So I'm under attack again, bro. They won't let me live, dog.
Market data connection lost. Market data connection reestablished.
See something real quick, dog. I mean, everything looks good to me. Might be the kill switch. But there's no reason for me to be losing a data connection. I know it's a lot of data, but So I got gig speed, bro. It's up and down. And you can see Meta not wanting to break down the 120 or the 9 EMA, kind of consolidating around here. Nvidia is fading. And this thing's playing around down here, bro. It's actually looking like it wants to break down. Definitely looking like we want to break down. Oh, did you see that dump? Oh, man. I'm going to have to go ahead and flip that bias right quick, dog. Or at least hedge or something. Let me see. Just trying to see possible, like, intraday levels off the hip where we could possibly bounce at. Let's get rid of some of this. Looking a little messy there. So bouncing again. Russell's bouncing. Nvidia's bouncing. Meta's putting in higher lows, grinding up towards the highs. Palantir. Palantir basically ran up and dumped, but we were able. I hope the mic. I'll look at this other monitor. Point away from the mic. It looks like yeah, Palantir ran up with the rest of the market, then profit taking ensued at a high magnitude here, but we were able to find some support down here. So the best thing you could have hoped for was for us to find some support after the dump. We did do that around 1550s or so. Consolidated, chopped around for a little bit. Actually started grinding up, faded more. Did put in a higher low. So I guess we'd want to see Palantir at least hold this higher low. Which we've been doing for a little bit. A little triple bottom here. Full disclosure, I do have a position on Palantir. Now look, you got the S triple Q bouncing, and also Success was looking like it wanted to bounce for a second here, which is actually bearish for the market. I see it's kind of doesn't really know what it wants to do with its life yet. Sort of like put it on the 5 minute. We'll watch the S triple Q on like a lower time frame, like a 3 or something like that. AI is looking like it's primed to make another run. Just look, double bottom, ran up, pulled back, put in a higher low. We are holding and maintaining a higher low. So, first order of business for AI, it needs to hold 43. If we can't hold 43, then I know I made the right decision when I went ahead and took profits. What's the SPY doing? Okay, playing around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Power of threes still in effect here. What about the big dog? The S&P 500. Power of threes coming through again. You see the Russell just rip to the upside. Nvidia approaching high of day again. Meta grinding on up, looking pretty bullish here. I mean, Nvidia is at what, 435.70s or so. High of day is 436.25. So not too far from the high of day, which is kind of bullish in my opinion. Now, one thing we have to be mindful of is that 10 minutes of terror. Because I basically jumped on kind of late here. I really need to be cognizant of the time, because when you don't, at least for me, like if I'm not trading all day from market open to market close, like I lose a sense of the time. It'd be real easy for me to forget that we're actually in power hour and there's only 45 minutes left in the day. You feel me? And I said all that to say, like, that 10 minutes of terror. If you're not familiar with the 10 minutes of terror, go back and watch my short that talks about it. And actually shows you a live demonstration with live price action. We're still playing around down here, but look, we haven't really broken down this level where we keep coming down here testing the support. We keep bouncing off of it. Somewhere around here. So let's see what happens. Let's go to 30 seconds. Looking kind of weak. But I mean, Nvidia's looking pretty strong. So is Meta. You feel me? And I mean, from the low of here, we have been putting in higher lows. I mean, from here to here is a higher low. But if we come down here and crack this level again and break below this chop, and especially here, like, then you have to assume that we're gonna dump probably. We are dumping a little bit. Wait, hold on, these are 30-second candles. But again, we've been down here. It's almost like they're stop hunting, bro. It's just a working theory of mine, but I feel like we're coming down here and bouncing off this level, but we're like breaking down briefly, then coming back. Supports some type of stop hunting, in my opinion. But now we're getting dangerously close. We actually broke below even this wick here for a second. Look, bounced 43.89. So we gotta watch it. This is pivotal. All right, so we're breaking down. We're looking to break down. Look at Tesla, bro. Damn, they're on the highs though, dog. Look at that thing. I mean, where did I jump back in Tesla at? Right around, at 150. Dude, I rode Tesla from 150 up to 271. I'm still in it. I told you it's going to 300. All right, we're dumping. Obviously, my trade so far is not working. I'm down almost 3% on it. Not a lot, but what's scary is we're breaking below all these that little intraday level, and I seen that wick for a second, but then they squeezed it up into a doja candle real quick. So again, haven't officially broke down, you know what I mean, past that little intraday level yet, bro. And I mean, we keep testing it. I mean, first it was really up here. I mean, if you look at it from this standpoint, this support can actually become resistance now. So that's something that's definitely a possibility. It's something that will definitely keep the market from going to the upside, and eventually me being able to extract a little bit of capital from the markets. I'm not asking for a lot. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. Meta on the highs, almost here. Nvidia almost back on the highs. So, I mean, if this continued, look, Nvidia making a new high right now. Pretty much. High of day is 436.23. We were just right there. Just right there, bro. But S&P 500 is going down. Like every time it looks like we're about to bounce, that thing dumps rather violently here. But I mean, obviously the support is going to try to act as some sort of resistance. And look, a new candle just opened below the previous candle, which is bearish. At this rate, I'm gonna go ahead and stop out. I'll give it a little bit more time. The 5 minute doesn't look that bad. I just don't like how we were able to grind up here, and then when we faded to give some back, we bounced again. We couldn't bounce quite as high. We faded again, but we faded a little lower. That's a bearish pattern. It's like it's the inverse higher lows. Look, this would be support. And this would be your higher low, another higher low, another higher low. If it was inverse, and that's what we've been doing. We've been putting in basically inverse higher lows, which is bearish. But at the same time, we're like down here near support and trying to bounce. And look, Nvidia new high of day. All right. Meta not far from it. So that's also the reason why I'm not rushing to go ahead and close out the trade so fast, even though it is I'm down on it right now because I mean, no, you got Nvidia, Meta on the highs. You got the S&P 500 playing around, bouncing down here, trying to fake us out like it's gonna break down. It might actually break down, but it's definitely putting up a fight. But we also have, and let's see where the Russell is in the grand scheme of things. I mean, the Russell 2000 is near the high of day. So they're playing with it right now. Tesla new high a day. Dude, I told you, bro. Tesla's going to 300, dog. This is getting annoying. I feel like I'm gonna have to make a new scene just for this. So I'm not gonna keep flipping this around like that. Look at Tesla, bro. Ripping on the highs, son. Look at S&P 500 now. All right, so we're back above where we double bounced a few times, or triple bounce. Sorry. All we have to do is open a candle or two above this level, consolidate a little bit, and I believe we can get some reversal style action towards the upside going into the close. Look at the Russell. Nvidia still up here near the highs. Meta near the highs. They're dumping on this thing again. But we did put in a higher low. That's fine. We just need to stay above this level now. Trying to push up. Tesla did get up to 272.20 and pull back a little bit. Nothing to write home about. Look at the S&P 500. Look at that. Look at that. I'm telling you, guys. I'm telling you, dude. Power of threes, bro. Look it up. Okay. This is what I want to see. I'm scared of that 10 minutes of terror, though. I'm scared of it. Hold the 9. Hold the 9. Okay. Looking bullish. Palantir waking back up. Making a run here. Look, 1, 2, 3, triple bottom, then a rip. Another example of the power of threes. We see the S triple Q fading here. We want to see this thing fade all the way down to at least previous close. Success. Basically trading sideways. It's above VWAP. So definitely want to see this thing come down and crack VWAP if we're going to see any bullishness going into the close. Staying playing around, bro. It's looking It's looking kind of weak, to be honest with you. Alright, S&P 500 pulling back again. We're pulling back to this level where we bounced off of a few times. We just cracked it, dude. Opened a new candle below the previous one, and like there's like a gap in there too. It's kind of alarming, actually. So now we're down here at the very bottom of that little range. What? I don't understand your comment. Comment. It's just spamming links and shit. Okay. Now I get it. Look again, playing around. Look, we're looking like we're gonna dump, and then bounce. Look, ooh, we just seen some violent bouncing to the upside just now, bro. Look, now the Russell's on the highs here. Nvidia on the highs. I just got a notification. Nvidia hit new 52-week high, 437.23. Bullish. And whoever had the foresight, bro, to jump on Nvidia before earnings, man, that person or group of persons are rich today. I assumed their earnings were gonna be bad because of GPU sales, like their gaming segment. But what I didn't take into account was their AI. They're making more money than ever. So just another example of why to do this you really have to do it, bro. You feel me? Meaning you have to put in the work. We're looking like we're bouncing. We came up and rejected. Right where we bounced here at. They're playing around with it. But the Russell's on the high. Meta's on the high. Nvidia's damn near on the high. So it seems like tech. Oh, let's verify that. Yeah. Tech's definitely looking a little more bullish than the SPY. The Qs are looking a little more bullish. This pattern looks more bullish. So if the tech sector, or more specifically the Qs, remain bullish going into the close, it's only logical to expect the SPY to do the same thing. I'm just not liking this price action going into the close. Definitely going into this, getting close to this 10 minutes of terror. I definitely don't want to be holding any calls going into that 10 minutes of terror, unless it looks like we're going to get the inverse 10, where we just rip that last 10 minutes. Feel me? But like, this ain't looking promising, bro. Like these wicks, all these rejections here. Another one here, and we were trying to bounce, but now this thing's wicking up and rejecting off the 9 to the downside. can see it here on the S&P 500 as well. It looks like the Russell is finally pulling back farther than just a healthy pullback, in my estimation, because we're pulling back past the 9. However, honestly, like, just as far as the Russell, I feel like we can pull back to this level, 185 20s or so, and consolidate and take the next leg higher. But if we pull back past this level, or if it's not this level, it's this level. But if you want to be more conservative, I'd say here. I'm not liking this price action here. It's looking like more increasingly that we're going to dump. Meta is on the highs, though. Down 3.5% on those contracts. Not a lot, but obviously it's always good to be up rather than down. We're starting to look super weak, because we've cracked a few levels. The 9, we're under the 120, and looking like we want to head down towards VWAP. Now we could come down here, test VWAP, and then bounce, or come down here, break below VWAP, consolidate, and then bounce and trend upward. But I don't know if I want to stay in the position long enough to see if that is correct or not. Because there's also a possibility that we come down here to VWAP and just crack it and keep dumping. S&P 500. The Russell has pulled back to that level that I said was pretty important as far as this price action and trend that we're in right now. Look, again, faded a little. This is actually trappy price action. Because look, we fade, bounce. Don't bounce as high. Fade, bounce, or actually bounce higher. Then we fade, bounce, not as high. Fade, bounce, not as high. Fade, bounce, higher than here, but not as high as here. And now we just faded decent. So, if we don't bounce here, then we have to assume that we dump, or at least just fade gradually through the rest of the day. I mean, we only have less than a half hour left in the trading period. So at this point, like, if we don't see a move here soon, you have to assume that we're gonna just dump. All right, starting to see another attempt. Again, Nvidia on the highs, Meta on the highs. Look, new high date, new 52-week high. So if you got Nvidia and Meta on the highs, more than likely that means tech is strong. and that means the Qs are looking pretty bullish. And if the Qs are looking pretty bullish, you would expect the SPY to follow the Qs. And I'm on the wrong chart. My bad. Decent little bounce here. Look, it's trying to do it again. We bounced. Let's see if we pull back too far, or if we can just maintain this higher low. Seeing looking like the SPY wanted to dump for a second. The SPY, here, look. It's looking like it wanted to dump, but it's kind of being propped up by the 9 EMA. I don't know, man. The 10 minutes of terror is a thing, and it's not to be taken lightly. But I'm almost getting a inverse 10 minutes of terror vibe, where we actually rip to the upside going into the close. That's the vibe I'm getting. Let's see. Look, Palantir was able to grind up, cross over the 9 and the 120. I'm looking to push higher here. The SQQQ looks like it's fading, coming back down towards previous close. SOX is fading and about to crack VWAP. That's all bullish. Look. I need the SPY to do something here pretty quickly. Look at that wick, bro. Dumping on that thing. They're dumping on it. It was enough for us to crack the 9. Seeing some violent price action to the downside. The only reason why I haven't closed the trade out yet is because, dude, I really feel like the market actually has a reason to be bullish. That's, you know what I mean? Like, that's significant because in my opinion, during the last year and a half, the market has not had a reason to be bullish. It does now. But you also have to take into consideration that if I'm thinking like that, there's a high percentage of people out there that are also thinking like that. And my concern is that when too many people get on the same side of something, the market tends to do the opposite. So there is that. But I mean, seeing a little action here, my only concern is how close we're getting to end of day. Definitely seeing some action here. Nvidia still on the highs, Meta on the high. Success continues to dump. It cracked VWAPs going to the downside. SQQQ continues to fade, looking like it wants to come down here and test previous close basically. AMD grinding up, crossed over the 9, the 120, heading up towards VWAP. Nice dump on Success. I seen right here, rejecting off of VWAP and SQQQ. So I would expect the market to be bouncing. And yes, oh yes, I was correct. Also, just a cross reference, let's look at the S&P 500 real quick. Look, see what I'm saying? I'm getting inverse 10 minutes of terror vibes, bro. Those are the type of vibes I'm getting. I seen price come down here for a second, but I don't know if it was a glitch or what, but I seen it. Bro, Nvidia and Meta are on the highs. Look. Like, dude, when you have Nvidia and Meta on the highs like this, bro, I feel like the market is bullish. Okay, so now look, you got the S&P 500 gaining some ground here, about to actually cross over the 120 SMA, which is like my long term. Ooh, we just bounced and ripped past it. Decent. That's what I'm talking about. Look, what did I say, bro? Like, dude, I'm getting those inverse 10 minutes of terror vibes. Nice little run up here. Obviously a little bit of resistance here. As you can see it, we actually rejected off this level 1, 2. This will be our third time coming up here and testing it. Power of threes. I will invoke the power of threes every time I see it. Look, 1, 2, 3. Now, there's a possibility we reject, but doesn't look like it. We're looking kind of bullish here. And look at Success now. We've cracked VWAP. We've actually broken below all this chop here. So, I mean, that's a big deal. That means now all this chop, which was acting as support, now becomes resistance. You feel me? And then look, what did I say? The SQQQ is going to fade, come down here, and test the previous close. Now the real test will come when we see what happens here. Do we come down here and do the triple bottom bounce and start ripping to the upside, which would cause the market to sell off? And look at Palantir, bro. Nice little dump there. Yeah, we're coming down decent on Palantir, bro. They keep playing with it, son. 1, 2, 3. The only thing is we don't have enough time left. All right, S&P 500 It's trying to bounce. We need to break past the 120 here. Look, we're rejecting, we're wicking to the downside off of the 120, but kind of wicking to the upside off the 9. And we're getting extremely close to that 10 minutes of terror, bro. And we're looking like we're going to dump. But we got 2 minutes left. And dude, this is looking like, okay, we're bouncing. If we don't hold a 9 here, bro, it's going to be the regular 10 minutes of terror. Or we dump. If we can hold a 9 and get back up here, we're going to see an inverse 10 minutes of terror where we rip to the upside. Look at the Qs. Q's about to go front side, bro. Yeah, this is looking like it might be an inverse 10 minutes of terror. I mean, obviously, previous close is going to be a significant level, but look. Success is dumping more. AMD has grinded up, about to crossover view up. You got the S triple Q dumping, wicking to the downside, heading towards previous close, looking like it wants to crack previous close. Crack, please. Crack. Crack it. Crack it. Look, Success coming down, trying to crack. Coming down. Come on down. The price is right. Look at that. Go. Oh, S triple Q went backside. Oh, yeah. The Qs are front side. Now look at the SPY. Inverse 10 minutes of terror, bro. I called it again. Look at that. How far away are we from going front side? Way far. 4,400 is the high of day. I just feel like we don't have enough time to get back there. But we're ripping, bro. Oh, them 438s in the money. In the money. In the money. Look, I told you, look, right at 350. That's what I mean by that 10 minutes of terror. Well, we got the inverse. Right at 10 minutes to market close, we popped. That's the inverse 10 minutes of terror. Feel me? That's what I mean. I'm not liking these two wicks up here. I mean, how much are we going to give back? We can't give back this whole candle. Don't give back the whole candle. I'm fine with giving back a little bit to put in a higher low. But we can't give back the whole candle, bro. Can't do it. Can't do it. The Qs are front side and trying to consolidate up here. What we don't want the Qs to do is actually come back down here and crack previous close. We need to consolidate above here. They're about to hit us with the 10. Wait. Oh. Hold on. expire? Later in the week. I don't like this. I don't want to swing though. Well, I mean that was that was the inverse 10 minutes of terror right there, bro. Right here, right at 10-2. Look at the pop we got. Boom. So like here, shit, you could just wait for that. Grab the 438s. As soon as we pop, boom, take profits. You gotta be fast though. See, now it's looking like we're about to flush. That's my bad. I should have been on earlier. But I mean, position green though, but not by much. Like up here, obviously would have been a lot better. But seems like they're about to hit us with the 10. The real 10. Came up here, rejected decent off that. I mean, it is a higher low though, but it's just too late in the day. Damn it. I wish I had more time, and I'm on the wrong chart. Ooh, you see it? What did I say? They about to hit us with the 10, son. Bro, they smacked us with the fake out, the inverse 10, and then hit us with the real 10. Look at that. But what I'm saying is, dude, that's a strategy. You couldn't have traded that by the dip and then fade it. But yeah, they hit us with the 10, dog. But honestly, let's see where we're at in the grand scheme of things. Faded, recovered, and then basically just maintained a higher low for the rest of the day. Trying to decide on whether I should swing it overnight or not. I feel like a gap up is imminent. I just seen some violent price action on Nvidia and basically across the whole market. Don't didn't break down that level though. Look, fade, decent fade. Now we're bouncing again. Like, dude, they playing too many games. Look, success rejecting off 1030s. I'm gonna call that a key level. S triple Q trying to dump again. AMD fighting to go back above VWAP. Trying to bounce. They're fighting. We're trying to break past the 120 and the 9, which isn't gonna be easy. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna take a chance. I'll swing them. I'll swing them overnight, bro. I mean, they're the 438s. All we need is another gap up or something, which we gapped down today. So we more than likely are probably gonna gap up going into tomorrow, especially seeing how we almost actually recovered going into the close. You feel me? So I think it's worth a try to go ahead and swing some calls to the upside. What you think? I'll keep you updated. I'm gonna jump on tomorrow for a full session. I'm gonna try a new format. I'm going to actually write some scripts and like have some structure to my stream. You feel me? And believe it or not, I'm pretty good at stuff like that, like writing scripts and stuff, or dropping bars, writing essays, all that. So I know I could write a script. I don't know. I just always feel like I don't know if I'm too lazy to do it, or if I feel like I can just freestyle it, or and we're dumping here, or if I could freestyle it, or almost feel like if I write a script and everything, then like the authenticity of it kind of goes away. But at the same time, like we got to have some type of structure here. So I'm gonna try it. Spread like a script, or like have some structure to the stream. You feel me? Like go over the news and shit. You know, all that. Look at that. 10 minutes of terror, dog. And that's it. That's market close for you. I mean, even in that little bit of time, there were some plays to be had there. Like for instance, this consolidation and run up to the high, or this fade, anticipating the 10 minutes of terror. Look, we're dumping. Bad, boy. Oh my god, look at this. That's what I mean about when too many people get on one side, the market will do the opposite. I mean, it's not a theory. Like I've actually seen it 100 times and witnessed it and been a part of it. But yeah, there you go. Another prime example of that 10 minutes of terror, bro. Was that a fade or what? But look, after hours, we're still trying to bounce. I feel like we eventually, overnight and after hours, we grind up, and possibly gap up like the S&P 500. Look, so uh, I'm gonna swing them. I'll try them out. You feel me? I probably could close them right now if I wanted, but I'm more curious than anything to see what happens. The Qs were able to actually get front side for a second before dumping. Tesla ended the day on the highs. My only regret is that I didn't buy more Tesla. up 42.8% on my Tesla positions in the long term. Up 5% on the SPY, up freaking 12% on the Qs, up 65.9% on Palantir, up 7% on Apple. So I mean, I'm decent. Really, the only thing in my long term that I'm down on is Disney. But I'm down. Oh no, I'm up. No, wait, yeah, I'm down 2% on Disney in the long term. Everything else, I'm up a considerable amount, and that just goes from it just comes from uh it's counterintuitive because man, look at that 10 minutes of terror though. I am. That's why you got to stick to your guns. Because I love fade and rips. But I got it in my head that we had a reason to be bullish. But just because we have a reason to be bullish doesn't mean that we're going to be bullish. You feel me? So, I mean, it is what it is. But guess what? I didn't get 0 DTE options. So I still have time for this thing to get back to 438. And I mean, we're just high as 443. So definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Obviously, it's not gonna happen right now. But I believe we trend up and gap up overnight or pre-market or something. You feel me? But we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, look at this beast. Look at this beast. Man, Tesla keep running like this, bro. I'm gonna be able to buy me a Tesla off Tesla stock. Now that'd be something, right? And it's coming. It's coming. It takes time. Listen, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, bro. Palantir ended the day above 15 again, above 1550s. Good in my books. Decent average cost on that. Doubled it, so I guess that would be considered a home run. AI, I cut it. Oh my god, look at that wick. Yeah, AI, I cut it. Because I mean, like what more? Like at this point, if we're not gonna squeeze and rip to the upside, I mean, you got to take profits. Like otherwise, you end up giving it all back from just being greedy. Like I said, like I caught this from 1750. So anywhere up here is gravy for me, bro. But I don't want to take the risk of, AI falling out of favor and then this thing just giving it all back. So that's why I took profits. But I believe there's still some play left in this thing. For sure there is. If not to the upside, to the downside. Feel me? Let's look at some of these charts real quick. Apple barely closed green on the day, but did close green on the day. AMC, back below $5, but fighting. AMD closed red on the day. Amazon closed green on the day. Boeing down 3.5%. Decent little fade there off the open, just kept fading. Baba. I was actually thinking about trading me some Baba or adding it to the long term. And I'd have to see if we're truly gonna be entering a bull market. But also seeing some interesting news on Baba and the CEO. What's his name again? Like he stepped down as the CEO and installed his buddies as the CEO or CFO or whatever. But I'm interested in Baba for the long term. Because remember, at highs we were trading at about 320. We faded when the rest of the market faded. However, look, we're down here near support, and it's a decent support off the daily. So I mean, if there was ever a time to be thinking about adding something like a Baba to the long term, it'd be down here around these levels. I mean, obviously, you'd have to think about whether you want to take the risk on the China stocks or not. But I feel like going into a bull market, China stocks and everything would rip. What are you commenting on, buddy? All right, cool. But yeah, Baba's definitely one I'd be thinking about adding to the long term. Yeah, as long as we don't break down like basically anymore, if we can hold this level here, 87.30s. Actually, hold up. I need to go to the daily chart. 81, 88. Looks like the real support down here. We're trading above that right now. Look, Baba's been on a run, but we just sold off with the rest of the market. But I believe Baba has tremendous upside potential in the right market condition. So we'll just have to see. Look, we gapped down. So it was an uphill battle. But I believe we gap up tomorrow. What else we got? Big Bear did decent on the day, actually. up 3.5%. This thing dumped with the rest of the market off the open and then just trended up the rest of the day, and even finished the day front side. Bitcoin up almost 5% here, trading at about 28K. Cardalytics still doing this thing. Charge point down decent, 7.5%. That thing faded with the rest of the market, but could never do anything else. Couldn't bounce. Chicken soup for the soul, another dumper. I think I did a short on Carvana last night. No, it's a long form video. But Carvana is definitely a dormant short squeeze candidate. Okay, there's a million shorts on this thing. They want it plowed asunder. But if the market, like I said, if the market shows any signs of entering a true bull market, like, one of those ridiculous buy the dip mentality markets, where no matter what happens, they just keep buying the dip, or not even. If we just start trending upward, Carvana will trend upward more aggressively because the shorts are going to be forced to cover. I mean, the shorts already have to be like deep in the red on it because they were shorting. I'm sure they started shorting it down here at or some of them down here at like $3 or $4, or you feel me? Maybe started shorting it here at 17 or something. Like we're trading at damn near 25 or so. Got as high as 28.5. So shorts are feeling it. Like I said, if the market starts to look bullish in any way, this thing is going to pop. It's going to squeeze. Trying to find anything else that's notable. What's up, Palomar Holdings? Whatever it is, it finished green on the day. Pac W was dumping earlier. I seen that. Was able to kind of make somewhat of a recovery. Did close below VWAP. Telluride up 1.5%. So basically a mixed bag today. But again, we'll see what happens. And again, I will be on bright and early tomorrow, so we can see how that swing went, and so I can give out a little game. You feel me? But anyways, man, it's your boy E coming at you with some finance solutions. If you learned anything or found any value in the content, don't be afraid of the like button, or even subscribe, or if you're watching on Rumble or Facebook or Twitch, drop the follow, like, share, do all those things so we could fight this algo. The algo been tripping too. It's been doing some weird stuff on my music channel, bro. Like, look. I'm telling you, we're gonna trend up and gap up. And when market opens tomorrow, my calls will be deep in the money. Guaranteed. I mean, obviously, nothing's a guarantee or 100% in the stock market, but you get the gist of it. But yeah, like I said, man, it's your boy coming at you with some finance solutions. Okay? If you learned anything or found any value in the content, don't be afraid of the like button, subscribe, follow, hit the bell, and get the hell over to my Patreon to sign up for that daily morning briefing and watch list, which gives you that edge, brethren. Peace. And I'm definitely going to go in there and drop the price of it. But peace to the Middle East.